You know me, I'm always up for a cheers moment, especially when bubbly is involved. Champagne Jeeper, grown, of course, in the Champagne region in northern France, has delighted international taste buds since the mid-1800s. The barrel-aged sparkling wine has landed in America, and Camille Cox is here to share a glass, or maybe two. You know, whatever you feel like sharing with me.
Maybe one or two.
I have a feeling you and I could get through a bottle, no problem, is what I'm saying.
In our pre-conversation, yes, I think so. I think so. Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited. And before we dive into the bubbles, I want to ask about the name Champagne Jeeper, because I was like, wait, what? Jeeper? It's a strange name. What's the story behind it?
The story is wonderful, and it's one that every time I tell the story, it gives me goosebumps. The house, the Maison, was founded in the 1800s. It was founded by the Gourtraub family. And the last of the lineage, well, he wasn't the last of the lineage, but number 4 in line, Armand Gourtraub, was about wartime, went off to war, like a lot of the Champagne principals did that owned Champagne houses / Maisons at the time. And he ended up being in a house with American soldiers and French soldiers, and they were bombed by Hitler's forces.
Oh my goodness.
And so with that being said, of course, there were a lot of casualties. And Armand pulled 2 gentlemen to safety, U.S. servicemen, saved their lives, and in doing so, he impeded his own leg to the point where he could hardly walk.
Oh my goodness.
So he went back to his vineyards after the war, could not get around because in Champagne, there are some hills, if you will, and he needed a way to get around. So the American Army was so grateful for his heroism, so they weren't sure what to do. So they bequeathed him a Willys Jeep. So he rode around for a couple of years in his vineyards and around town in his village. I'm trying to be French. My southern French
no, it's
sticks
all right.
out
I hear you, Camille.
And he became known as Monsieur Jeeper.
And is
so
that,
so in 1949, he changed the name to Jeeper.
And that's why you brought the
Yes,
little
and we
US
still
military
have the Willys Jeep. We still have the Willys
do?
Jeep on site. Yes,
I love that.
yes. So
You know what? You gave me the chills telling me that story.
I know it gives me the chills
love
every
that
time I tell
story.
it. So you know, it's a fascinating story, and
All right.
there's a lot of stories like
I like
that.
stories, but I like stories over champagne.
Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do it.
Drinking.
So-
Okay, so I understand that Champagne Jeeper is known for its Chardonnay vineyards. Like, what does that have to do with Champagne?
Well, Chardonnay is the most expensive grape to plant in Champagne. We are Chardonnay based. We age our wines in our champagnes in barrels.
Okay.
And it gives it a little bit more viscosity, if you will. It gives us better ageability,
I
if you
can
will.
see that
and this is
viscosity.
brand new for us here in the U.S. We released this, our Grand Blanc de Blanc, no extra brut. Last year.
This is
so
the
it's new
Grand
to
Blanc
yes,
de Blanc,
yes,
okay.
yes. So you're going to see absolutely no sugar here, no dosage. We call it dosage in French. So it's bone dry. All
Y'all,
Chardonnay grapes.
I was gonna be like, you know, I don't love Chardonnay grape. This is delicious.
There's no sugar.
And no sugar, which means I can drink more of it without getting a headache.
Exactly.
Cheers to that.
So
Okay.
cheers to that.
And so next we have.
We have what we call, whoops, excuse me.
Oh,
our
don't spill that, we're
I know,
finishing it.
don't spill that one, you got that right. Our Brut non-vintage, which we call Grand Assemblage. Grand Assemblage means blending. So
Okay.
it's a Brut non-vintage. Brut non-vintage means it's man-made, so we manipulate or we bring together assembling all different kinds of vintages to make this taste the same year after year after year.
I like it. It's got a sharper little bite.
Exactly. And
This
it's a little
is-
bit of hints of marzipan. It's beautiful.
Oh, gosh.
And we age this in the oak barrels for 4 years on the leaves before we even start to blend this. So totally different. Again, Chardonnay.
So good, both though.
Yeah.
Sugar?
There is sugar, and this is
Okay.
about 6 grams of sugar.
Okay.
Okay, and this is a Grand Assemblage, and it's our Prima Cru. So the vineyards are a little bit higher rated vineyards than a regular Brut non-vintage from some of our competitors.
Okay.
So some of our competitors, they age in stainless steel. We have the 3rd largest barrel room in Champagne behind 2 great big... Merci. And that's about the extent of my French.
No,
So
I have to ask though, what is this pretty fancy
Isn't
silver
that
bottle?
pretty?
I love shiny things. I mean, I would have taken over the world if I wanted something
You
shiny.
know, that bottle is hand painted. It is not
No
wrapped.
kidding.
That is our Jeeper
May I
21.
pour for
you
you?
may. I would love for you to pour. I love when somebody pours for me. I always have to do the pouring. So you're looking at our Blanc de Blanc. What we're really known for too at the House of Champagne Jeeper is our Blanc de Blanc. Our Blanc de Blanc is the flagship of the brand. So what we do here is we add a little bit more sugar to the blend.
Okay.
There's a special yeast strain that we use, so you'll see there's a little hint of difference. So you're looking at about 8 grams of sugar here. And the funny thing is Americans always say, I like dry. They really don't.
They don't.
They like sweet.
This is slightly dry, though.
Slightly dry,
but it's good.
But there's something about it that people really gravitate to.
This is really
good. This item right here, this cuvee right here, not item, I shouldn't say that. This cuvee right here is in the Delta Airline lounges across the country in half
hello,
bottles.
Delta. Did you hear that?
And this week we're kicking off our new distributor partnership with Prime Wine and Spirits here in Seattle.
So we can
super
find
excited.
it where?
You're going to start seeing it this week. I'm here to do a big blitz, so we're out. The sky's the limit.
Where
Super
can I find it, though? Like, I need to go and get this today.
Well, I'm doing a great promotion at the Powder Room in Tacoma, Washington
Okay.
on Friday night. So I will be there. We're going to be tasting quite a few other cuvées from our line. But
Can you get, like, are there certain stores I can get it at, though?
Yeah, we'll let you know. I don't have it right now, unfortunately.
She's like, stop asking. You want the champagne so much. I do. Okay, I know we have 17 seconds left. But can you tell me really quickly why the bottle is shaped like this?
So in the 1500s, the lore has it that the bottles at that time were shaped after women's figures, just like art. Art imitates life.
Yes.
So women were a little bit thinner up top, a little bit more full on the bottom. So that's really... I'm with that,
I'm here
group.
for that.
So anyway, but cheers.
Cheers to you, my friend.
May all your pains be champagnes. Thank you for having me.
I love that saying.
Thank you for having me.
All right.